At the end of the day, do you know that the person you are truly embarrassing is yourself? Welcome back to my channel, DearStellaTV. It's Stella here, bringing you another banging topic. Today, I want to talk about two things, should I call them bad habits that married people are fond of, but that I want to just bring your attention to it and say, don't even do it at all. This is not a question of do it less. No, don't do it at all. But before you get into it, let's have a drink. You know, this is what we do on this channel. Have a drink with me. Welcome to our new subscribers and to our returning subscribers. I say a big thank you. Today, to highlight two things we do that I know in marriage. But one is embarrassing your husband or your wife anywhere. That's the first thing. And the second thing is ignoring your husband or your wife because you have an argument, because you're fighting with them, because you're not happy with them. But then when you go outside, you're a completely different person. So those are the two bad habits I want us to x-ray ourselves and look at. Straight away, I want to go into the first one. The first one is, I don't even believe that I have to say this out, but I have to. Because husbands and wives are fond of doing this thing. Very disrespectful. It's when you embarrass your wife or your husband in front of their family members, in front of your family members, or in front of your friends, or in front of your colleagues. You just don't do it because you have respect for them, because you love them, because you care about their feelings. No matter what happens within the walls of your home, within the walls of your marriage, you don't do it. Protect them. Have their back when you are outside. Stay with each other. Speak well about each other. Show love and unity outside. Hopefully, as you do inside. But there is no marriage that is perfect, and there's no marriage where you don't have arguments, you know, good times and down times. I don't call them bad times. I call them challenges. Challenges that become stumbling blocks for you to, you know, for your marriage to be blessed and perfect. Everything is perspective. Now look at this. You go to your parents' home for a visit, or for dinner, or your relatives, or your colleagues, or you invite your colleagues over to your house, or you are at a bar, and your wife says something, and you shut her down, or you mock her, or you talk down at her, or your husband is speaking and you hush him, or you talk down at him. I'm not saying you have to agree in everything you say, husband and wife. You can have differing opinions. It enriches any conversation you're having. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you are condescending, when you speak to them like they're daft or they're dumb. At the end of the day, do you know that the person you are truly embarrassing is yourself? Because you're showing everyone here you have no manners, you have no respect for yourself and for your wife or your husband. And that's unfortunate because you paint yourself in a very bad light. If I am with a couple or couples, or we're out for dinner or at a table, and the wife or the husband is condescending or disrespectful or mocks or is rude or ridicules the wife or the husband, I don't just feel sorry for the person being ridiculed. Actually, if I had this kind of respect for the person who is misbehaving, it goes down to zero. I absolutely have zero respect for you as a human being, because that is the fundamental, that's the basics under which you should just have good manners. I mean, you should treat a human being properly. You should have respect for every human being, much more the person you say is your life partner. Now, don't wash your dirty linen outside. It's something that should resonate with us. I already learned that when I was young. My parents always said that don't wash your dirty linen outside. So keep your garbage indoors, because everybody has garbage. And if all of us have to air our dirty laundry, you can imagine how dirty the streets will be, you know? So keep it. You're not the only one that have it. Don't bring your troubles outside. Resolve and that brings me to the second bad habit. Now you have a marriage, right? And you say, this is a bone of my bone, this is my best friend, this is my ride or die, I have this person's back no matter what. And you have challenges, right? You quarrel, or you have an argument, or you disagree over something, and you make it into this big thing, and you're not on speaking terms, which I find ridiculous, by the way. And so now what you should do, if you haven't watched my video where I talk about resolving conflict, go and watch it. I shared the various ways you can resolve conflict. Now you should sit down, have a conversation, talk like adults, because if you're not really ready to have conversations, to talk and listen to each other as adults, you shouldn't have gotten married in the first place. Grown-ups talk. Grown-ups, you know, they are matured people. So if you're married, I assume you're grown up, right? Because you're ready. You knew this day will come. So you should sit down. Yes, you're hurt. Yes, you're upset. Get over it. Because that's not the first and the last time it's going to happen. That's the truth. So you just live, it helps you to get to know each other. It's not like, I remember when we first got married and one will quarrel, my husband and I. And then he'll be like, I'll say, I don't like quarrel. And he's like, it's not a bad thing, you know. You know, it's not a bad, he didn't see it like it was a bad thing, you know. I don't like to quarrel. I don't like to argue. I mean, I don't mind arguing. I don't like to quarrel. I don't like to have like bad blood, you know, lingering fester. I don't like it, you know. So anyway, he will say, oh, it's not such a bad thing. And slowly, I began to say, okay, so as long as we talk and listen to each other, it's not a bad thing actually, because we now understand each other's perspective, and you have a better appreciation. You might not agree, but at least you understand yourself. You know how your husband reasons or your wife reasons and why they reason the way they do, and you can have respect for it. Do you understand? So that's it. It shouldn't be more than that. Now, some people don't do that talking indoors, right? So there's maybe 3 weeks or 1 week. How they live like that, I have no idea, which is crazy because it doesn't make any sense. So a whole week, husband and wife are not talking. They're not speaking terms, apart from maybe do this for the kids, do that for the kids, or I'm going to this, I'm going to that. Apart from that, they're not speaking. But when they go to work or they're with their friends, their voices are the loudest. They laugh the longest. What's your problem? What is the problem? You have a problem, really. You should go and fix it. Fix it. I don't think there's anybody that is unfixable, because you told yourself that this person is your life partner, whether you were forced to marry or not, because you could have run away. You could have. You didn't want to risk running away. You didn't want to risk the wrath of your parents. You didn't want to risk the wrath of your family, whatever. You didn't want to be excommunicated. So you decided to go in. And so when you do that, take responsibility. Say, okay, fine, I didn't want this initially, but I'm here now, and this is my, own it. A lot of people are married, but they don't own their responsibility. So when things like this happen, the first thing is to turn their back. The first thing is to blame their wives or blame their husband. No. You are as responsible for the mess in your marriage as your wife or your husband. So stop finger pointing and fix it. Fix it and have a beautiful, blessed marriage. Remember, even your brothers and your sister, you guys quarreled growing up. But one thing you knew is that this person, the status will never change. It's still my brother, it's still my sister. Marriage is, I choose this person for life. My lifetime ride or die, my lifetime partner. But you've got to build. Don't embarrass, just to summarize, don't embarrass your husband or your wife outside. Not even inside the house do you like mock them crazy. No, if you're having a nice time, it's fun time and you're laughing, that's different. But don't be condescending to your husband or your wife. Respect. And if you have problems, fix it. Don't go being a different person outdoors that your partner will be thinking, your husband will be thinking, is this woman mad? Or the woman will be thinking, this guy is crazy. Outside he's a completely different person, but inside he's closed, You know, he's not an open book, not easy to read, not willing to work on his marriage. But outside, he's an extrovert, he's happy-go-lucky. If you have a problem, go to therapy. Go and fix yourself. Come on. And give your wife or your husband a happy life that you promised and you vowed. So today, I hope it's something you look at, and I pray that your marriage and my marriage will be blessed in Jesus' name. Before I go, if you haven't watched my last video, go and watch it. This is Pope Heart of the Mafia. Find it on Amazon, Kobo, Nook. It's everywhere. Read it and let me know what you think. Also, I just brought out the box set of the Billionaire Brothers series. It's available for free on Kindle Unlimited. Guys, like this video, share and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I have more videos on TikTok than on YouTube, so follow me on TikTok at DearStellaTV. Until next time, it's your girl Stella. God bless. Bye. Hi guys, if you love a dark mafia romance, don't skip past my new release, Pope Heart of the Mafia. He's brutal, he's dangerous. But she, Sassy Quintero, her vicious streak matches his own. And you will love this book. Get it from Amazon. Let me know what you think if you get it.